Ipswich Buses, your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich Buses today. A single from only £1.20, a return from only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talk in Town. Hello again, my friends. Welcome back to your halftime show. I'm Gov. That is Coxie, Bricktop, and that is Mr. Curtis Yates. It is halftime. It is 0-0. I think we should kick things off with Caden Jackson, a surprise inclusion. How have you seen his first 45 minutes and that inclusion gone, Curtis?
He's done what I expected. He's done a lot of running. He was unlucky. With the one chance he had, take down keeper's throat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not set the world alight, but he's doing exactly what I expected of him. Just not scored.
Okay. Bricktop, yourself?
Yeah, done as Curtis beautifully said. Dan, he's done exactly what we knew. He'd used the pace there, and now his chance when Selena put him in. A bit more confidence and a bit more game time. He may have stuck that away, but he done all right. He got us a corner out of that. So
absolutely. Well, this is your halftime 10 minutes. This is the show where we will say, in our opinion, one player who has had a good 45 and one player that perhaps needs to improve in the second 45, along with any changes that we would look to make in the second half. So far, Norman says pretty even. Robert Burnett took us a good 20 minutes to get into the game. Otherwise, we didn't look too bad. And Mike Dean Morsey's excellent, but the bobbly pitch is making me very nervous. One player that's played well in that first 45. Coxie, kick us off with that one. Who's played well for you?
We told me we couldn't have Morsey, so I'm going to say Chaplin.
Connor Chaplin.
Yeah,
What's he done particularly well for you?
Yeah, well, he's done what he does best. He's sort of been there, and a bit more of a luck. He stuck his foot out. If he, perhaps would have thrown himself, he may have got onto that and may have chipped the keeper, and we may have been 1-0 lead. But perhaps it's not a bad thing not going in the lead too early, because we know that these guys are the comeback kings. So
absolutely,
that's not.
As we said in the pre-game show, Coxie, Chaplin and Selena playing those inside forward roles with Thompson and Burns as the width. So as we said here, so come here for your onions. Mark Dowling, very enjoyable first half. ITFC, even Wacko Jacko isn't too bad. Mark doesn't like Jackson. I think Mark is absolutely wrong on that one, and I tell him every day that you're wrong about Caden Jackson. I think, as JT says, likes Jackson, but expected he can't play that role by himself. Sarah Davis, Matt Stannard and family have greats. They really do. And Ollie, Selena causing them problems. Got a feeling Selena will come up. But first of all, Curtis, one player that's played well for you. Why couldn't Coxie have Sam Morsey?
Well, I think I'm going to say Sam Morsey. I just think, like I said in the pre-game show, I said we were lacking that grit in midfield. I think we were lacking someone who had the confidence to step up and take his man on. And he just looks so elegant on the ball. Like his nice little turn away that he did. He just looks like he plays with absolutely no pressure. And I think that is exactly what we have been missing. So it's an absolute joy to get him back on that pitch. It's an absolute joy. But
cool as a cucumber, wasn't he, in that one instance inside his own 18-yard box? Just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. But what I would say is someone who probably won't get applauded is I actually think Thompson's had a good game. I do think Thompson at left back has had a fairly good game. Nothing spectacular, but he's done it. But he's done. I think he's played a bit better than Donatian on the other side. But I think he won't get the applauded, but I think he has had a very good game in that first half.
He would have done until he didn't stop the cross again. He didn't do it at Wednesday, and it nearly cost us again today. Scott Twine, incredible technique, but he just, as a fullback, for me, your first job is always to stop the cross. I know that's probably old-fashioned. Stop the cross, you normally would stop that type of danger in the yard. But yeah, Sam Morsey played really well in that first half, showing some championship quality. reading the game at a different pace is what I would say. You know, he's always seems to be just playing at a different speed in terms of the way he sees it, the way he processes it, and the way you can distribute it. So those are the players playing well. Who's not had a great 45? Before we come to that, we've got Chris Blake, Jackson created space for Selena and Chaplin. Ashley Bell, state of that pitch. Yeah, it's a crap pitch. They're playing on a ploughed field. EJ Norris, that pitch is worse than my old Sunday League team. Pitch is dodgy. Slow start from us, but it definitely got better as the game went on. Yeah, we desperately needed a goal while we were on top. We didn't get it. Chris Blake also looks like there's space behind him. Jackson is a striker who can exploit that. And again, Morsey is different gravy. Turning, running forward into space opens them up. But who hasn't had a good 45? Coxie, who's your player for that one?
Who I don't think. Well, again, via WhatsApp, you told me I couldn't have Selena. So yeah, a bit Selena. I did write that quite earlier on the footsie more, and you sent me a message via WhatsApp saying that he's not there. He's coming to it a bit more, but I do want to see more from him. You know, he is our big game player. This is not a big game. I know that MK Dons are saying it's our cup final. It's an important game. We need our big game player to play. But for me, yeah.
Selena.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
I was going to say Selena as well, but
I completely and utterly I have to agree. From what I've heard, Selena has not been at the races. From what I've heard, how have you seen? How have you heard or seen Selena's 45?
It's like Cox said there. You want your big game players to turn up in these big games. And what anyone says, I know it's annoying to know that big MK Dons today is a big game, but it is a big game. And unfortunately, apart from a pot shot that he tried to take, I've not really seen much from him. But although I did change my choice. I did change my choice. I said in terms of Backinson, he's offered us absolutely nothing. I don't think he's offered us absolutely anything. I think he's. I almost forgot he was on the pitch. To be fair, I think he's just very lanky, and I think he runs like he's lanky as well. I've just not seen anything from him to make me want him to stay on. I don't know. I'd like to see more from him in the second half if he's not hooked.
Norman says more from Backinson's far too casual. Paul Mays, Chaplin does not done much yet. Need him to get on the ball a bit more. So, what changes would you make at the break if, to try and look to win the game, Coxie?
The first one for me is we're getting a lot of joy from Burnsy down the way. We need to utilise him more. You know, get the ball to him. Yeah, and definitely more from the pre-mentioned Selena. And what I'd like to see is Jackson and some of the other players following up on the keeper. He's spilled a couple of balls there. You know, sniff around there, get on them.
Okay, Curtis.
Yeah. For me, I'd probably be taking Selena off. For me personally, I'd be taking him off, and I'd whack Norwood up front with Jackson. I think them two together, they've got a partnership which does stretch back to when they did play together. And I don't think today is the game for Bon. I think with the amount of offsides he gets, I think I'd grow to be frustrated with him. I think today is more of a Norwood like shithouse project, to be honest. I totally agree. Yeah, I think it's calling out for not changing Jackson for Norwood, but to put Norwood on alongside him, and I'd take Slater off for me.
Okay, we've got EJ says to get Norwood on. Brian says why is Norwood on the bench? Jason Clayton and Luca and Bond 65 for Jackson and Selena. Norman says Bon on, get more control up front. Safety guy, Tunstall's holding out. No, they're fucking wrecked. Safety guy, they're gone, mate. But they went when I was a kid, to be fair. So I shouldn't technically have tonsillitis, but there we go. Norman does ask a good question. As we've got another 30 seconds left to fill the 10 minutes, would you take a draw now? So if you had the magic wish, have a point right now, would you take it, Kurt?
No. You play for the 3 points. If you don't get them, you don't get them. But I'd never take a draw. I wouldn't have took it at the start, and I wouldn't take it now.
Bricktop.
Oh, definitely not now. Let's go death or dishonor today. I think our I think our Arsenals are going to be nipping up if we're 1-0 in the lead, and as the game goes on, 20, 15, 10, and Mr. Twine gets free kicks just outside where our Arsenals are going to be nipping up. But come on, Ipswich. Let's do it.
Absolutely. We are back at full time. The moment the referee blows that full time whistle, we are live with the Fans React Show. The chance for you guys and girls to use the live chat, have your say, but also click a link. Come on the show. You don't need a webcam, just something with a microphone, although a webcam would be great so the great people at home can also see you as you're delivering your point.
Save the governor's tonsils, folks. Come on.
Please do. It's your platform, your team, your say, unfiltered. Get involved, whether you've been there or not, whether you've watched it or heard it. We'll see you all at full time.
Bye-bye.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but